Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie From Beyond. Humans are such easy prey. Especially if you're dressing like Santa Claus. Well, it's a story of a couple of scientists who are trying to stimulate the pineal gland, I think that's how it's pronounced, in which one of them, Dr. Pretorius, I think that's his name, he's sucked into a weird world where, well, he winds up coming back later on in the movie and he is turned into some sort of weird-looking creature. And his assistant, played by Jeffrey Combs, and he plays Dr. Crawford, winds up killing him. He winds up in a psychiatric ward. And then another doctor named Catherine winds up trying to treat Dr. Crawford, and he's basically trying to prove to everybody he's not insane, he's not crazy, and all this. Well, every weird thing you can imagine starts happening in this movie. And Dr. Crawford winds up growing his own pineal gland out of his head. And apparently the experiment was to try to, I think it was supposed to be sort of like a telepathic kind of thing, sort of an ESP sort of thing. And see beyond, see what humans can't see, that sort of thing. Anyway, Catherine and Dr. Crawford wind up going to the attic where this whole thing first started at. And Dr. Pretorius appears, tells him about the world he's been in, and they try to shut the machine off. Machine winds up going back to being chaotic. Catherine winds up putting some sort of a bomb on the machine, blows it up, and winds up killing Dr. Crawford and Dr. Pretorius. I think that's how it's been a while since I've seen this movie. I had to take notes again, folks. So yeah, she winds up biting off the pineal gland of, that sounds really dirty, of Dr. Crawford, getting out of the attic before everything blows up. And she seems okay, but it seems like she's going a little bit crazy in the process too. So yeah, I guess if you bite off a guy's pineal gland, I'm probably saying it wrong, because it's been a while since I've seen this movie, and yeah, that could make you crazy. Biting off something of a guy's head. Why not bite off the nose or something? I don't know. Anyway, why did this movie suck? You know what, to be honest with you, I am not a fan of mad scientist horror movies. The creature effects in this movie were actually really good. The acting was good, but this movie just did not really have that big of an impact on me. It had a lot of really gross moments in it, and seems like anything they turn into a movie from H.P. Lovecraft, they just turn up the gore 1,000%, and yeah. To tell you the truth, the only mad scientist horror movie, I should say, I ever really liked was Reanimator. I had a chance to see that earlier this year on Netflix, and I had to say, in all honesty, I enjoyed it very, very much. I have not yet seen the other two Reanimator movies. Some say the other two were pretty good. Some say part 2 is good. The third one was bad, but I don't know. I'd love to check them out. But as far as this one goes, again, not a big fan of mad scientist horror movies, although this was kind of described as a body horror movie, which I guess you could say that. Again, the creature effects were pretty good, especially for this guy. I mean, that was some pretty amazing stuff, especially for a movie that was supposed to be considered sort of a low-budget horror movie. It came out in '86. It's messed up, it's gory, it's crazy, and Jeffrey Combs is in it, and I can't say too many bad things about him, because, you know, even if he's put in a really, really, really bad movie, he still can put on a really good performance. So there you guys go. But if you've seen it, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And again, I wasn't big on it. I'm not going to really sit here and say a lot of bad stuff about it. Just all I can say is not big on it. that's about it. So there you guys have it, a review of From Beyond. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that could have involved mad scientists doing weird stuff to the top of their heads, to the bottom of their feet, or even to the tips of their little toes, send it my way and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. I wish my ID could look that good. Wait, what am I talking about? No. I mean, that is kind of smudged.